Texas Longhorns and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Longhorns headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Hurricanes will punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Haas. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. He got enough. Slides and moves the sticks on 4th and short.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. They go to the counter. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested. The offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Running inside, it's Smothers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. They'll send the back in motion. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Back to pass. Pulls it in. It smothers. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, I know it took their defense a second to get the ball back for the O after that last drive, but now their offense is kind of doing the same thing. They're now playing keep away. Really good job there on 3rd down, handing it off, understanding where the first down marker is, everybody executing, and now you got an opportunity to keep this thing going. And you're thinking pay dirt, you're thinking touchdown here.
It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He's shoved out of bounds right at the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Quarterback making adjustments. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Buys a little extra time. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. The run inside. It's Lacey. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second and long. He's got it again. Turning it on. He's at the 50. Past the 30. The 20. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Morris. Escapes the pressure going right. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here comes the option, the give to the tailback. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. The kick is on its way. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Got it in the middle. It's Smothers. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Smothers. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Hunt is on its way. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gill. Could not make his way to the corner. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Takes a shot as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Just enough time to get off one final play in the half. Off play action. Here's a heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Back to pass, it's Morris. Makes the grab on the left. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback may change this route. A give to Brown. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Running inside, it's Smothers, and they get him down. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Surging forward on the sneak. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacy. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. They'll try the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Moving out to the right. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Gill. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in precept. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Delayed to the back. It's Lacy. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
Number 17, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
That's a good first down for this offense. Get something positive going. Like, listen, the possessions are shrunk now. We're in the fourth quarter. The clock is ticking for us. Down 2 possessions. You're not going to get many more, so they got to be smart with the football while still being aggressive.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to power their way ahead. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. To throw, Manning. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Cam Coleman. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
To the air. It's Manning. Still looking, on the move. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense ready to go back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. The Longhorns stopped the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Manning to throw. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Manning. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He wants to change this route. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Arch Madness. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week, looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
Finds us back in the middle. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Gets the back moving.
Well, they get a big play right there, and they've got a quarterback now who has been in a lot of 2-minute situations. They drill this all the time in practice. He's the leader. He's the guy that can win this game. It's going to come down to him understanding when to clock the ball, how to throw the ball and get it out of bounds, put themselves in a position to win.
A really good job by the wide receiver understanding. I don't have timeouts. A few extra yards are not going to help my offense, but stepping out of bounds, stopping the clock, getting the first down, continuing to keep this drive alive to try to come over here and take advantage and maybe win this game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hart's going to spin it again. Dances away to buy time. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The offense changing the play. Here's Arch to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And this to tie things up in the final minute. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And it's good! They tied the game in the final seconds.
Wow, and with that field goal, with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Run inside. It's Lacey. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to pass on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. That's caught. It's Gill. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense.
Let's go.
Might be calling a hot route. Throwing Manning. Steps away. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Out of the backfield, he's open. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
A first down run in the red zone. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Now, when I'm in OT and I start to get in this territory, I gotta be thinking touchdown. Like, what are my plays that I can go to now? I ran the football and showed a little bit of conservativeness. Now I gotta take advantage of a shot out wide. What's my best go-to play in this situation?
Let's it fly. He's in. A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you've got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.